Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Zane Touching Lives. My name is Edmond. How much are you willing to give to make your dreams a reality? Today, we hear a story about how youth and determination can make things happen. Just take a look at this.
We're all very familiar with the story of the famous three musketeers of France. But did you know that in Ashaman resides Ghana's very own musketeers, Dawuni, Raymond, and Humphrey? Edmond, the musketeers' very own D'Artagnan, tells us what makes these three young men super special.
Edmond was the producer on a radio show that these three once had on the local radio station.
Hello, Edmond.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Great. I want to know your relationship with Raymond, Dawuna, and Humphrey.
Actually, we are childhood friends. We've all grown in this area until now. So we know ourselves very well.
I see.
As very good friends.
Why did you nominate them?
You know, this began as a result of, we had an association here, student organization, which is Visionary International Student Organization. And then our aim is to educate the public and then to make sure we let people know that Ashaman is not as bad as people are made to think. Most people in our vicinity here, Tulaku, what they do is, after SS, if they don't get help, some of them take to drugs, but they have decided not to do that. Humphrey comes from a broken home. Raymond, likewise, his father is dead. It's quite difficult for the mother to even fend for him. And then Dawuni, they are not that financially sound. So they were not fortunate enough to continue with their education. So they decided to just do something for themselves. So they went on air, and then although they helped in setting up that radio station, Senna Radio, they went there to have a program, and then they were asked to pay. So I had some money on me, and then I asked them to really give me a copy of whatever they've done. So they gave me, and I realized that they were very good. I sponsored them to really go on air the first time that they had the opportunity to do that.
How would you like to see them in the future?
Actually, I would like to see them as very big icons in the media in Ghana. But I know they will do that. They can do that. That's why I want to see them in the future.
Ashaman is associated with the bad and the ugly, drugs, violence, and prostitution. But what about the good? Well, it's fighting back. More and more of the youth are taking positive action to change Ashaman's bad reputation. Hi, folks.
Hi.
Dawuni, Raymond, Humphrey. Pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Nice ghetto you guys have. Shall I? Thank you. So, famous three musketeers of Ashaman. What have you got to say about Ashaman?
People usually know us to be. Sometimes it's very funny that we hear people saying that Ashaman is a kind of vagabond town, but then the reality on the ground is not so. Ashaman is a place of very good people, people with very good character. Just that there are some few nuts, and I believe these nuts are all over the place, being it East Legon or whatsoever.
You've known each other for how long?
Since we're kids.
Yeah.
And you've stayed together all these years?
Yeah. And the most reason why we are always together is that we think along the same dream line.
Right. So I want to know what the dream is that you all share.
The dream has to do with us going out there. As we were growing up, we realized that when we go out to places like Accra, Tema, and the rest, and we try to mingle with folks from that place, they are like, you're from Ashaman, so you're not our type of person, you know. So we realized that Ashaman had an image problem. We needed to do something about it. So we sat down and thought of the idea of bringing the very first radio station in Ashaman. We just put down some names of people who we thought could invest in a radio station since we didn't have the capital to start. Did our little research about what was required to start a radio station and everything. So we went to the first person and we were disappointed. Then second person also.
After some time when we realized this wasn't happening, Edmond saw the need and actually helping us start a radio show. He believed in us. He believed we could do it because he knew our capabilities. So he helped us with the funds to purchase airtime to start a program called the Urban Youth Show.
What was it about?
Well, it was a youth-centered program, and it seeks to actually educate the youth. You know, any issues from visions devices, we discuss issues concerning the youth. So we started that show, and that show lasted for like 2 months. And due to financial constraints, the show has to be taken off air because our money was exhausted.
Well, it's yet another beautiful Saturday afternoon. You're welcome to yet another edition of the Urban Youth Show. The next 60 minutes happens to be just for me and you. Keep it locked here.
We talked to Humphrey's mother, who considers all the boys her children.
Auntie Mary. Yeah. Humphrey and Ayoba. And I'm from Yansana. Humphrey, Dauni, and Raymond. Can almost some cacache.
Meaning, say, senior almost struggling, Omonia day. Intimate who said that chim so a besi omuye. Because Bibi on the casa omuye, no more for swasses I didn't say, almost a cancer I didn't.
And she said, Zane focus on person with your massa. I can't on my brother. Touching lives na yeka. Saying our person, Modio Mosaka, my brother.
Me feel almost school no more and I'm quite new. Into some of your must come my brother, and some better school no swam more. Me feel say, okay, a bear me day.
As role models in the community, the guys felt it necessary to formalize themselves, and they started the Visionary International Students Association, or VISA for short.
Who started the organization?
The four of us, myself, Raymond, Dawuni, and Edmond.
You know, we go out there, educate the people in our community. We embark on cleanup exercises. We organize free evening classes, helping the kids stay away from night jams that used to happen here. Visa came up with the idea to engage them after school at night. Edmond actually was one of the teachers, and we intend on embarking on a blood donation exercise.
What plans do you have for the future?
We are very resilient. We never give up. So we went ahead and registered our company, named the 3B Company Limited. You know, we intend to get into TV radio productions. It wouldn't surprise me if one day 3B Company Limited sets up our own radio station. It's just one step at a time.
It's not over until it's over. With all the trials and tribulations faced, the three musketeers did not give up. They're a great example that with unity, confidence in themselves, and the drive to succeed, everything is possible.
The good news is that I have the three musketeers and their friend and nominator Edmond here with me. Gentlemen, welcome to Zane Touching Lives.
Thank you.
You know, Zane truly appreciates what you've done. You're championing a good cause, and Zane wants to help you in that direction. For the three musketeers, that is you, Raymond, Humphrey, and Dawuni, Zane has something for you. So if you will, just turn your attention to this side and see what we have for you in our magic box. There you go. What you have here is a brand new Apple Mac laptop. And so all your work, digital, whatever you have, you can do it on the Apple Mac laptop. Then also we have a video camera which goes to the group. Then also we have 50 DV tapes. Aren't you happy? Let me ask you, Humphrey, what happened to your radio program, the Urban Youth Show?
Well, unfortunately, finance is our problem. So because we never had the means to financier the rest of the month, we have to just drop back.
Well, the Zane Touching Lives team has decided to do something about it.
Wow.
So for the next 6 solid months, Zane is sponsoring your program live on air, and you're going to have it back on radio 1 hour each week. Fantastic stuff. Really fantastic stuff. We're grateful. Thank you very much for the great work you're doing. Your community needs you. Fantastic work. Keep it up. Okay? There's more coming up on Zane Touching Lives right after this.
Zane recognizes you with our rewards loyalty program. You earn points every time you make calls, use the internet, and send an SMS with your Zane line. Points you can redeem for great things, from airtime, weekend dinner, right up to big items like a BlackBerry, microwave oven, flat screen TV, home theater systems, and much more. The more you use Zane, the more you gain. So go ahead. Get rewards by texting 026 to short code 115. Terms and conditions apply. Zane, a wonderful world.